They say that the brain isn't fully developed until age 25. What's a sign as a young adult you haven't fully matured yet? They own and put thousands of dollars into a ricked-out 90s Honda and then proceed to be an obnoxious asshole on the road, putting themselves and everyone around them at risk of getting into an accident, death. Poor impulse control could be one sign. Thinking it's funny to be in the wrong. Concrete thought versus hypothetical. If you still think in black and white, i.e., you push me, I push you, as opposed to thinking it out, i.e., if I push you, I could get in trouble, then your frontal lobe brain is not fully developed. Asking people on Reddit about maturity instead of getting your work done. I see you, Scott. Get off the internet and get those TPS reports sent in, darn it. Lol. Emotional immaturity. Anyone who goes quickly to anger. But not everyone gets there. Have you witnessed a teenager for more than 5 seconds? I would say it's more towards 30. Life starts at 30 years old. Haven't gotten the basics of life routine down. Doesn't mean you have to be perfect at it either. But some general consistency in your life is how you find balance. Of course, that's subject to what life throws at you, but you should be able to recognize if you're off track. Deleted. Buying an AR-15. This is also true of anyone under 90. Have you seen what us college students do? Just say Lake Titicaca and see who giggles. You are an early adult. If you have more questions than answers. Bro, I'm 20 and even my classmates and colleagues mentioned that I'm mentally 15. Serious answer. Acceptance of any or all mental health issues that manifest in early adulthood. Then treating it or working on yourself in order to identify your past trauma and how to deal with it. Unserious answer. Going out and drinking until 5 a.m. If you look up one day and you're a socialist. Watching anime. They slam their civics. I got a few months left than tears of joy, tears of joy. Live at home, can't pay your own meals, dates, etc. You can find many of these signals being displayed on TikTok or Instagram. YouTube still holds a fair share. Though. Example. I think no one in this exceeds 25 years of age. https u2.be/rhGHz0Qsmo. Your age being less than 25. Not realizing you were groomed. The brain is fully developed. It's only a few last remnants that have yet to mature. One of which has to do with decision making. Executive decision making, to be precise. And the transition is when you realize that you are not as important as you think. That the real world demands decisions that are not about self. That you are part of a larger social system and the world no longer revolves around you. Pay attention to the way you react when you hear something you don't like. If it's making you outraged, it's a decent sign that there's still some growing to do. I look back in disbelief at the total lack of critical thinking skills I had between 18 to 21. Some dumb things I did. Went through a nightclub, whole phase not thinking about how that would affect my reputation later. Walked home more than once for more than an hour through the shadiest parts of town at 3 a.m. in the morning. Stayed in an abusive relationship going nowhere for way too long. Quit a retail job instead of realizing I could eventually pivot to other roles from it outside of that particular company.